Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The event is about to get on the way. The governor of Anambra State is in the room. The mayor of City of Orange is also in the room. And familiarizing themselves with people in attendance. So we'll give them a moment to meet and go around and meet people, say hello to people before we get started. I am going to let everybody sit down so that we can sit the governor, the mayor, the governor's entourage. Mr. Mayor, I will sit you first. To my right, if you go to my right, the middle sit. The governor, the executive governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chief Willie Maduaburochukwu will be next, seated to the left of the right of the mayor. Next is governor's wife, Chief Mrs. Obiano, seated to the right of the governor. Next chair. Next is the national chairman of ABGA political party. This is the party under which the governor won his re-election campaign. The name of the national chairman is Victor Oye. Please, sir. Next to the national chairman will be the Speaker of the Anambra State Assembly, Honorable Uche Okafor. The Right Honorable Uche Okafor. Seated next to the Honorable Uche Okafor is the Attorney General of Anambra State, Dr. Obiano Wago. Thank you. Next is the Dean, I met her before, of the Council City of Orange. You're going to be seated next to this. I mean, who has this? Oh, can you move that, please? Yeah. Second chair, Dean. The next is City Councilwoman Adrian Wheaton. Next is Honorable Patrick August, Anambra State Assembly. Majority Leader, Anambra State Assembly. Please, sir.
Yes, we can.
Patrick Odora. Honorable Patrick Odora, next. and the Chief of Staff to the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Primus Orderly. And then the convener of this event, Honorable Kalisi Sanwoke. And finally, Honorable Jide Ikako, please take the middle seat. There's no mistake, somebody's mistaken it. So right there is fine. As all of you know, we are gathered here this afternoon for purposes of signing sister relationship between the government of Anambra State and the government of City of Orange. We have been waiting for this moment to arise. There were a few house cleaning situations that should have been taken care of, and now we're about to get started. I'm going to call on Mr. Mayor of the City of Orange to address the audience, following which the Executive Governor of Anambra State will address the audience as well, and the purposes for which we have all assembled will get underway. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mayor of Orange, Honorable Dwayne D Warren, Esquire.
Thank you to our MC and thank you to everyone here present. It is an excellent day that His Excellency is here from Anambra. We in the state of New Jersey, in the city of Orange Township, welcome him and welcome all who come with him. Certainly his wife and I and his entourage of dignitaries have had an opportunity to speak and to exchange ideas about what we can do culturally, economically, technologically, to make our states just a little bit better, from youth all the way through the environment. We've had an exchange about how we can come together and collaborate. I do want to thank my colleagues in government, Councilwoman Adrienne Wooten and our new City Council President, Tensi Eason, for being here as well to cultivate a relationship that we think going forward will benefit our societies, our children, and our families. Certainly the City of Orange Township is happy for this day. We had talked about doing relationships with other countries abroad, and certainly when Anambra State came forward and had some interest in trying to exchange cultural ideas, it became something that we had to do. And so I'm happy that he is here today. I'm happy that his wife is here today. I'm ecstatic that he has dignitaries here today that advance the cause of good government and that advance the cause of good society. I do have to point out, as I serve with a majority woman city council, that I was delighted to see our sister Attorney General in fine fashion. Thank you as well for representing us. From banking all the way down to the state assembly to our political parties, everyone is here present and ready to roll up our sleeves and do some work that will transform our communities. And that's what this is all about. I do want to thank all of our administrative staff here in City Hall that helped us today. Certainly my secretary is on board for anything that we do and was very helpful. to our business administrator who moves resources and make things happen for our city. We thank Chris Hartwike for being here as well. His Excellency talked about how he was impressed at the condition of our municipality as he drove in. And so I counted it not robbery to make sure that the chief person who takes care of our city, Raymond Wingfield, is here. We want to thank him for his presence and all that he does. Sir, we have talked about what we do in terms of apparatus and our public safety, and the gentlemen in the back certainly are responsible for that and have made sure we had some apparatus outside for you to inspect. I want to thank them for supporting this event and for what they do for the city at large. And certainly, I feel safest because I have with me in my security detail one of the women on the Orange Police Force. She represents us well. Thank you very much for all of it. So today you'll hear about how we dream about a global world that becomes smaller because we understand that we share some of the same problems. We know that some resources may be imbalanced, but it's our desire. It is our work at this point to try to balance those resources so that people in Anambra State can benefit from whatever technology and resources and guidance that we may have, and vice versa here in the city of Orange Township. So I want to first of all welcome you, and then I want to invite my new good friend, His Excellency, to give a few words as well. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne. What is the protocol? Sit down to speak or go to the podium?
We run a flexible shop, His Excellency, so however you feel most comfortable.
Okay. I have great respect for the city of Orange, so I would like to stand up to by my.
We'll get a good view of you. Very good.
Your Honor, the Mayor of the City of Orange, Dwayne D Warren, the Majority Councilwoman, leaders that is here, and our colleague, Your Excellency, the wife of the Governor of Anambra State, my wife, the Speaker, Anambra State of Assembly, the Majority Leader, Anambra State of Assembly is also here, Nnamdi Okafor. The Speaker is Uche Okafor, and Nnamdi Okafor. That doesn't mean if you're Okafor, you become a member of the House. The National Chairman of our great party, All Progressive Grand Alliance, the party under which platform I ran for 2 times, and under which platform Anambra is being ruled for over going to 16 years now. He's here, Ozambu Victor Oye, great guy. My Chief of Staff is here, and of course, other House member with us. My one-stop shop investment banker is here, Jide Ikako. Jide heads our Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency. Is here. You know, I want to ably respect and recognize the presence of the WENS Secretary and the Army Chiefs and the Fire Chiefs that are here. I welcome you guys to this function. And first, I want to thank the Mayor for granting me this opportunity to speak. Of course, I haven't forgotten the guy that made this possible, Callisto Onyuke. He's an able son of Anambra State, and he's keeping the flag flying. And the wife that is here, my pleasure. Thank you. And and the brother from UK, Uche UK is here, you know. And the guys who look into my budget and make sure all my I's are dotted and T's crossed, and there's that amount in the budget is spent or smaller. Is here, Melie Onyejepu is special advisor budget. My chief press secretary is also here, James Eze. You know, so I came to City of Orange very prepared for you. Attorney General, how can I forget you? She's the Attorney General of Anambra State. She has a PhD in law and has been into law practice and university lecturing for a very long time before she became my Attorney General of the state. Uju Nwogu, she said. Yeah, I recognize the councilwomen that are here and the other people that work for Orange City administration. I probably wouldn't remember you specifically, but if you will, let me stand on the protocol that will be established later. I bring to you greetings from the good people of Anambra State. This is one visit I look forward to. I have two reasons for that. First, I have been told that Orange is a beautiful city with a lot of beautiful and friendly people. That much I have said so far. And secondly, I've also heard that this is one of the cities where we can find expertise and wise counsel that we need to develop Anambra State. This is therefore a historic moment for Anambra State, and I believe for City of Orange too. I say this because what Anambra State might not have in cutting-edge technology and expertise, we have in human and material resources. Anambra is the birthplace of Nollywood, the second largest film industry in the world. Today, in terms of output, our land is blessed with natural gas, crude oil, bauxite, kaolin, salt, gypsum, lead, lignite, limestone, and iron ore, among many other natural resources. We have the largest retail market in West Africa, with an economy of 3.8 trillion. Anambra has the lowest poverty rate in Nigeria, and our GDP per capita is $295,000 per capita. And if Anambra were to be a country in Africa, would be the 17th out of the 54 countries in Africa in terms of GDP per capita. Therefore, we would have been ahead of Nigeria as a whole, because Nigeria's GDP per capita is $1,986,000. And would have been ahead of countries like Ghana, Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Tanzania, and Rwanda, to name a few. However, we're a state in Nigeria. We have a great tourism potential with Obahu caves and waterfalls in a beautiful place we call Owerezukala, and Obunike Cave in Obunike in Anambra State. Very beautiful tourist sites, very close to nature. I'm sure that if UN were to visit that place, it must have been one of the UN heritage sites, and we look forward to one day they'll be there to do so. Anambra is the 10th most populous state in Nigeria, with a population of 6.5 million people, and a population density of 860 people per square kilometer. And in the past 5 years, we have been Nigeria's safest state, with crime rates at the lowest in living memory. I'm sure the law enforcement people here will be glad to hear that. Since I was sworn in as governor a little over 5 years ago, my team and I have been intensely focused on changing the narrative of our people. In doing so, we had declared that in our vision is to be the first choice investment destination and a hub for economic and commercial activity. And our mission is to create a socially stable, business-friendly environment where indigenous and foreigners alike will have opportunity for wealth creation. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 years down the road, I'm proud to say that we have walked our talk. We have made Anambra Nigeria's most peaceful and business-friendly environment, and we have attracted a considerable volume of investments over the past 5 years. We have invested heavily in education. As a result, a group of 5 schoolgirls from Anambra State, all under the age of 15, shocked the world in August last year when they defeated the United States of America, China, Spain, Turkey, Uzbekistan to win the gold medal at the World Technovation Challenge held at Silicon Valley, here in the United States. Following the footsteps of our golden girls, 4 boys from St. John's Science Technical College School, Allo, also won the bronze medal at the World Festival of Engineering, Science and Technology in Tunisia in March this year. All these give us hope to believe that our future will be brighter than our present. Our promise. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no exaggeration to say that Anambra State is the best place to locate an industry in Nigeria in the moment. We have one of the highest literacy rates in the country. We offer access to the largest retail market in West Africa, and we have the largest crop of experienced middlemen and suppliers with enough expertise to move goods across Africa. We also have easy access to industrial land, which we have mapped out in our land bank, and a speedy company registration and issuance of certificate of occupancy in record time. And perhaps, more importantly, we have been ranked as the most transparent and accountable state in Nigeria for having complied with the International Public Sector Accounting Systems accounting standards. What are we looking for in partnering with Orange Siri? Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for partners that will help us exploit our natural resources. We have over 40 trillion standard cubic of gas that has not been touched yet. We need partners that will exploit these rich reserves for our mutual benefits. We need partners for the establishment of modular refineries. We also need partners in power generation, agriculture, agro-allied industries, in environmental protection, in security management, in urban development, particularly street, road markings, and what have you. All above, we are looking for partners in education, healthcare delivery, mass transit, and in leisure and tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, Anambra State is at our finest moment in history. Our youths are doing exploits and doing our country proud in science and technology. Our home-breed entrepreneurs are investing heavily in different sectors in the state. Last summer, we took our investment drive to Austria and threw our doors wide open to Europe. Today, we are here in the lovely city of Orange to invite America. Ladies and gentlemen, Anambra is ready for business. We are waiting for America. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. Now I'm going to invite the Mayor of the City of Orange, Honorable Dwayne D Warren, to address the audience.
But if I can have your presence here at the mic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And if I could have my council persons here at the mic.
Get in. Sorry.
It was our pleasure to have you come to Orange, but we thought it not robbery to proclaim what our desire is, and that is to build a relationship that crosses culture, that crosses economics, that crosses our social barriers. And so we have proclaimed and invite you to join our proclamation, and it reads thusly. Whereas the city of Orange Township is a multi-ethnic and cultural city, which includes members of the Nigerian community, and whereas the exploration of relationship will recognize and celebrate and magnify the catalytic power of people-to-people interaction for mutual respect, understanding, and cooperation. And whereas such a relationship will amplify the benefits of cultural exchange programs and local investment, and in witness of the foregoing benefits and willingness to explore a fruitful relationship, the two executive authorities hereby set their seal and execute this agreement as a relationship of mutual benefit and growth, and it has signature lines for the mayor of the city of Orange Township and our esteemed governor. Signed, sealed, and approved by our Attorney General. This is just the first sign. This is just the first sign of a fruitful relationship where two communities did not let borders or distance bound them, but came together to make sure that we have mutual understanding and that we have mutual growth. Governor, it is a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for all that you do. Did it?
Presentation. Well, we came here to show appreciation to the governor and to the mayor and Doris will become governor. Yeah. First, I'll present the plaque of Anambra State, and before the presentation, I will explain the meaning, what each of everything in the sign represents, so that the mayor will understand what he keeps by his office. First, let me bring it out and show you. That's what it looks like. This is the map of Anambra State in Nigeria. Then the plaque in the middle has a lot of meaning, and I'm going to explain it. Mayor, on top is eagle. Eagle bird is a very sharp bird. It has sharp eyes, and the claw is very strong. I'm sure you know the eagle bird. Yeah, it represents the Anambra feather. We're very strong people. We see far, and we're strong. We grab. We hold firmly. You know, that depicts a typical Igbo man. The white under with the cross is the Niger Bridge. Is the Niger Bridge. Niger Bridge, for now, is the only link between the southeast, the Igbo, and other sides of Nigeria. Although the federal government is constructing the second Niger Bridge, which is in advanced stage, but this bridge represents Anambra as the link to other parts of Nigeria. The blue you see under the bridge is the River Niger. River Niger from the source in Futujalon, I believe. From Futujalon, for a long distance, it also passes through Anambra State, and supply life and economic activities to the people living in that area. The little arc you can see between there are 21 of them. They represent the 21 local governments of Anambra State. 21 local government, 21 states. Cities, if you will, or counties. 21 counties, using American term. The palm tree. A palm tree in Igbo land depicts wealth. Palm tree. So you have the green palm tree. Then the bronze in the middle. Anambra is reputed, for the artwork. This bronze carving predates European civilization. Before the Europeans came, Anambra, we've been doing bronze work, Ibuku bronze, and the place where this bronze was done and has been certified to be the oldest in the world is in Ibuku. Ibuku is one of the communities in Anambra State. We have 179 communities in Anambra State, all within Anambra State. The penny sign you're seeing here, the penny sign depicts wealth. The average Anambra man is always looking for adventure to make money. They are basically traders across anywhere in the world, and the Star of David, you can see in the middle with the hole, depicts God Almighty. The average Igbo man believes in God, in everything is doing, So the green vegetables under represents the pumpkin leaf, which we have in very large quantity in Anambra State, which we're now exporting to United States of America and UK, and Europe. The bronze, every Anambra man, the bronze depicts the tusk. The tusk depicts royalty in Anambra State, and the tapestry on the tusk shows the dexterity of the average Igbo man. So you honor the mayor. Here is what you have. Here is Anambra State for you. Congratulations. We'll also would like to decorate you with a Medal of Honor, one of our highest in the state. So you can proudly wear it at any point in time for people to know that you have identified with Anambra State. Okay, this compendium is who in Anambra State. This is at volume 1. We are working on volume 2, which will also make available to you. If anybody walks in here and is not in this compendium, then look at it twice. Then I have a special pen, which is exactly what I've just explained to you in the little format. For the mayors, I know he wears the city of, but for this ceremony and some other time, you can wear that. Let me not put it on top. You're still on top of it. Lovely.
I'm official.
And for the two, can you help
Okay.
the ladies?
So this is Anambra State. I want to appreciate you for identifying with us and Thank you, ma'am, for visiting us.
Then this is our diary. When you open it, the first song is the Anambra anthem. Sleep on his own for you to hear.
Thank you so much for making everything happen.
Preferably like in the evening. About 6 o'clock. I do, but I can't call. I don't have unless you give me a number, I can save it. You can talk on WhatsApp. Are you on WhatsApp? Okay, let me see. The measurements, yeah. 841, I think so. God bless you. Oh, really? Yeah. Let's look at okay. Before this research, give me a number, please. Remember to put +1.
Every breath of our lives, we trust in God, who will lift our own and high. We live in togetherness, who will fill the land of progress. Lead the spirit of Anambra, lead the spirit of Anambra. Lead the spirit of Anambra, State we love.
At the end, it says Willie is working. I would like, we on our library board, the person who tries to make sure our youth have library services and make sure our community is literate. Adizi Ecolide is a homegirl of Anambra, so I want her to come up. One of your own, you sent her here, and we're putting her to use in our library I want to take a big picture. Come on up. I do want to get this out of our way.
Okay.
Even if I could just push it all the way.
No, it doesn't.
Let's
But
get
it's
it.
okay. Let's get.